Let your body waddle. Body waddle.
What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and today we are going up against A-Drive in Week 4 of the GBA. So if you're excited, smash that like button, and let's roll right on into this battle. This week we are bringing Sableye, Rhyperior, Gothitelle, Chandelure, Feraligatr, and Clefable. And looking at my opponent's team, there's that deadly cord that he has, that he loves bringing. So he is bringing the Mega Sableye. He is bringing the Mew. He is bringing the Volcarona. He's bringing the Chansey. He's bringing the Nidoqueen. And he's bringing the Rotom Wash. So, he definitely has... I believe this is the same team he brought to our first match. So, looking at his team, he probably wants to lead off with the Mega Sableye to repel any sort of hazards that want to come my way. I am actually going to lead off with the Clefable, predicting the Mega Sableye lead. I'm going to lead off with Clefable, predicting the Mega Sableye lead. I'm going to go with that because if he decides to switch out because he doesn't want to stay in on a super effective Moonblast, he is definitely going to... if he switches out predicting that, I can get a T-Wave off on almost anything. The other three of his team, Mew does not want to take a T-Wave. Volcarona does not want to take a T-Wave, especially with that nasty Quiver Dance setup that it has. Chansey probably has Aromatherapy, so that is the thing. Does it get I think it gets Natural Cure? I don't know. I don't know. So, we're going to go right on into this. Leading off with Clefable. Let's see, does he lead off with that Mega Sableye? Goes out with Mirror Mirror. Now he might want to Mega Evolve predicting the Stealth Rocks, but either way, I'm going to go straight up for a Moonblast here. Because even if he does Mega predicting the Stealth Rocks, he doesn't want to get rocks up on his side of the field, specifically because of Volcarona. Mew's probably his Defogger again. So let's see, let's get my calc open here. So if this thing is his physical, he does withdraw. He does not want to take that super effective Moonblast. He's going to go out into Chesticles. Chesticles is going to resist the Moonblast, but this is max special attack. We do have the Magic Garb Life Orb on, so... Now we could go out... I want to keep Kirby around for that Mega Sableye, because that's really the only answer we have to it. If he's bringing that physical Nidoqueen that he has been bringing, we're going to be in a world of hurt. I'm going to take this turn. I'm going to switch out to Ivan the Rhyperior. I'm going to switch out to Ivan the Rhyperior. We can take an Ice Punch. We can take an Ice Punch. We can take an Ice Beam. I'd prefer to take an Ice Punch over an Ice Beam, but we are going to switch out. He might even take the turn to set up rocks of his own with Chesticles. That is also a thing he could do. So he's just going to go for Crunch. It's a solid play, so we see he's bringing the physical Nido. So my only concern is that it resists rock. This thing resists the rock typing that I have. That did 162 to 122. So let's kind of see what you're bringing here. We could go for the Earthquake, but unfortunately we're locked in if he does go for the Rotom Wash. We do carry the Rock Wrecker. Which, let me take a look here. That's going to do a lot of damage no matter what. Unfortunately, though, we do end up sacking off our Rhyperior way too early. Because a Hydro Pump is definitely going to take us out. So we can take the chance, go for Rock Wrecker, get a huge amount of damage off on anything that wants to come in. It does resist, it resists the rock typing, which is what hurts me the most. But he is at 75%, we're Choice Banded, it's base 150. It'd be a trade-off though, it'd be Rhyperior 4. Oh, I timed out, shit. So he avoids the Stone Edge. With the Rotom on the field. The Rotom on the field. I want to go into something that's going to take this hit. He could. I have to switch out. He could predict and just go for a Volt Switch, predicting the switch into Feraligatr. Let me run a calc here really quick. So even at max special attack, a Hydro Pump will not kill me. I'm going to go straight out into our Sableye to take this Hydro Pump. I predict... There's the Will-O-Wisp, actually. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. I'm going to take this turn and go for a knockoff. He could just Volt Switch out into the Mega Sableye, which would be his safest bet. This thing's going to outspeed no matter what, so he might just go for some recurring damage with like a Hydro Pump or something, but he could Volt Switch out. He is going to Volt Switch out into the Mega Sableye, I guarantee you. There's the Mega Sableye coming in, so this knockoff is going to do absolutely nothing. So now with this, I'm going to switch out into the Clefable. Because we are either going to hurt this thing really hard, or depending on his investments, we can one-shot this thing with a Moonblast. The super bad part is that if this thing runs... Look, I just love how Mega Sableye, like that, just that gem rips out of its chest. It looks so good. Goes for a knockoff. He's going to knock off our Life Orb. That's super unfortunate. We can take that, though. I'm just going to go for a Moonblast here. He can probably live a non-Life Orb Moonblast, to be completely honest. I mean, on a high roll we do about 97, so if we get high rolled we could kill this thing, depending on how much damage we did right there with that knockoff. It doesn't look like much, but we could still do a fair amount of damage. At least enough to where if we can get a switch in with Feraligatr and Aqua Jet would kill this thing. The only unfortunate part is that if he switches into the Nidoqueen, we were not going to be able to do another solid 25% to it. So he's going to withdraw. He does not want to take that Moonblast. Probably going back out into the Nidoqueen again. Goes out into the Nidoqueen like I predicted. There's a crit. So now, do we... I don't believe... This thing's gonna outspeed us every day. Every day of every day. So let me see. Does get the poison jab. He's got a 25% chance to Oko here. We go for an Ice Beam. I do not want to do that. I'm going to make the safe play. I'm going to switch back out in Rhyperior. We're just going to replay this how we did last time. I'm going to switch out into the Rhyperior. Goes for the Poison Jab. Not a bad play. Probably predicted me to stay, and we do resist the hell out of that, though, which is good for us. Now he can either switch back out to the Rotom. I feel like, though, from this range, we're going to do a lot of damage to about anything that wants to come in. I'm just going to go for a Crunch here. He is going to withdraw, probably predicting an Earthquake again. The Crunch is going to do a large amount of damage to Luke's mom. So we see he's carrying the leftovers on the Rotom Wash. So let's see here. If I were to go for Clefable, I'm gonna switch back on to Clefable to eat it up. If he decides to go for a Will-O-Wisp, we do have Magic Guard on, which is good. He could go for just a Volt Switch out. Goes for the Hydro Pump. He does connect that on a high roll. That's gonna do 41 uninvested. That does a little bit... did that do 41? I'm going to go for a Soft Boiled here. We should, if I remember, we were at 166. Down to 88, 250... We should be able to live another Hydro Pump if he connects one. So I feel safe going here for a Soft Boiled. I want to just keep taking notes on everything I remember about his team. So Mega Sableye has the knockoff. I imagine this thing probably carries Pain Split. Maybe. We saw the Willow, we saw the Hydro Pump, we saw the Volt Switch. Lefty's recovery. I'm trying to think, did I miss anything? So just gonna volt switch out. We can eat up a volt switch as well. So 66 to 39. It was 27. Okay, so Clefable comes in. Clefable comes in. Now we do have Gothitelle to trap this thing in. I don't want any status conditions coming off on my Clefable though. So I am going to switch straight out into Gothitelle. He could be bringing like Shadow Ball or something to like get some super effective damage off on me. He's got... Oh, look at you. Not a bad play at all. Not a bad play at all. I'm going back out into Clefable though. I'm proud of you. That was good. So just gonna go for a knockoff again. We're gonna resist that. That's gonna do next to no damage. Now we can either get back up to full with a soft boiled. We can go for Moonblast and hit whatever wants to come in, because if the Chansey comes in, I think our safest play here is to go for... I think our safest play here is to go for the Moonblast. I'm going to take any opportunity I get to hit this thing and make it hurt. Because we don't have entry hazards on our team, but we do have enough status conditions between Gothitelle, Clefable, and Sableye to hurt his team a lot, definitely. That double switch out. Not bad. Not bad at all. That definitely took me back. If I would have stayed in and went for a Moonblast, this thing would be dead. But got a little predictive. I'll take it. So he's gonna withdraw. He does not want to take that Moonblast. I mean, I wouldn't want to either, to be honest. He goes out into Mew, actually. We're gonna get this Moonblast off. Let's see how much this does. Let's see. Are you... That does not... 40%? This thing right here. I don't know what you want to do to me. I'm going for an... I don't want to go for another Moonblast. Mew is that thing though. Do I want a Moonblast? Do I want to switch? This thing gets every move in the game. I want Rhyperior around. Rhyperior is such a huge threat to his team. I'm gonna go for a Moonblast. He's gonna Volt Switch out. So we are going to be able to eat that. So Mew does carry the Volt Switch. I don't remember what we left Nidoqueen at, but if he switches into the Nidoqueen, I believe it's in KO range with a Moonblast, if I recall. Goes out into Eggs Benedict. And that thing eats this up. I'm gonna go for a soft boiled here. I'm gonna go for a soft boiled just to regain some health. I really think all he can do is Seismic Toss me. He could go for like a Thunder Wave or something. Because the Magic Guard protects us from Toxic if he decides to go for that. And I don't think he'll double back out twice. I don't. Because he used that play before, we know it, we've got it. So he's going to withdraw the Eggs Benedict. If he goes in the Mega Sableye, this was our chance. Goes on to Helios, actually. Okay. So we can get a soft boiled off. And now I want to T-Wave the hell out of this thing. I do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the T-Wave. Just to hit this thing where it hurts. He resists the only coverage I have, though, which is super unfortunate. He's double backed out with Chansey almost every time because he knows as soon as Gothitelle comes in with Chansey, that thing's just going to get lit up with Psyshocks. He double backs out with Helios, so let's see what he goes into. Goes out into Eggs Benedict to catch the Thunder Wave. I do want to get Sableye in here at some point to knock off this Eviolite. But I'm going to switch out into Ivan. We can take a Seismic Toss. If he does decide to Toxic, you know, we can hope for the Parahax and that he does not get that Toxic off. He could just go for an Aromatherapy. This thing gets Aromatherapy. But does it get... I know it gets Serene Grace. What does it get? Serene Grace, Natural Cure. Look over here at my sheet. Natural Cure and Serene Grace. So he might not even carry the Aromatherapy. Aromatherapy might just be there for a Cleric. So we're going to switch out into Ivan here. Goes for the Toxic. He misses the Toxic. Not a bad play by any means. I'm going to make... that Rotom's still around. I'm going to go for a Stone Edge here. Because worst case scenario, so he's going to withdraw Eggs Benedict because he does not want to take a Choice Banded Stone Edge. Goes out into the Rotom Wash. Can we connect the Stone Edge? We do connect the Stone Edge. Do we get a crit with the Stone Edge? He lived on so little, though. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we got a full health Clefable here. I'm going to switch out into the Clefable. If this thing carries Pain Split, that's when we're in trouble. because we could have switched out, or we could have stayed in with and gone for another Stone Edge, because we see that did monstrous amounts of damage to his Rotom. Oh, if we would have got a crit. Oh, if we would have got a crit. There's the Pain Split. That's going to bring us down to 94. We are going to be able to live the Hydro Pump, though. So the safe play here for me is the Softball to preserve my Kirby. So he just straight up withdraws. Not a bad play by any means. And he goes out into Chesticles. We would have probably... I don't think we would have KO'd with a Moonblast. I don't think we would have. And the Poison Jab is a real thing, so I don't want to switch into that. I want to keep Kirby around for that Mega Sableye. I feel like Rhyperior is our best bet to switch into, because I don't think he has coverage for it with this thing. I'm almost out of water. This is not good. I need to learn to bring like 4 or 5 glasses with me to these kind of battles. Because we're already over 20 minutes in and we still have a full 6. Chesticles and Rotom Wash, though, are super low. So he does switch into Luke's Mom. So he did predict the switch into the Rhyperior. And I don't want to play risky and say, oh, he's going to go for a Volt Switch here. I don't. What I kind of want to do, seeing as how that Stone Edge did monstrous amounts to him, I kind of want to switch into... Gothitelle. Nope, I'm just going to switch into Kirby. I'm going to play super safe. I'm going to switch back out into Clefable, because we can eat up whatever he's got. Pain Split is his best bet right now. Goes for the Willow. So we do have that Magic Guard. So now we know this thing's probably specially defensive, if that. So I feel safe going for a Moonblast here. He does Volt Switch out, probably into the Chansey. That Pain Split was crucial. We could have went for a Stone Edge. He goes out into Chansey. If we would have been carrying Knockoff, so we see it does have Natural Cure. We know it has the Toxic. I'm gonna go for another Moonblast here. He could switch out predicting a T-Wave. He could switch out predicting a T-Wave going to Nidoking, but I'm going to stay in and I'm going to go for another Moonblast. He does withdraw X-Benedict. What are we going to hit with this Moonblast? Goes out into Luke's Mom. So let's see how much this does. It does a fair amount. I'm mildly okay with how much that did. So, 166 to 88. I'm gonna go for another Moonblast here. So he's just gonna Volt Switch out. He might predict the Soft Boiled. What does he want to do? Goes out into X-Benedict the Chansey. So definitely, he's making solid plays, but he knows Chansey can't really touch us. We do get the special attack drop, which means absolutely nothing to me. Safe bet here is to go for a soft boiled. And he goes for the soft boiled too. Not a bad play. So now, I need to know when is the appropriate time to switch in the Gothitelle. Because all he can do is hard switch out, so I'm not afraid of it. If he Toxics us, we have Heal Bell. Not worried about that. So he goes for the Toxic, so this thing's trapped with us now. I can go for the Heal Bell, though, take care of Sableye Burn. But I want to knock this thing out. I'm going to get a Toxic off on this thing. Because I just want this thing gone. I want this thing gone. Goes for the Seismic Toss. So between Toxic and Seismic Toss, we're not going to live. I believe we've got 2 that we can get off. Maybe 3. I'm not gonna go for any Calm Minds, I'm not gonna go for any Heal Bells, I'm just gonna go for Psyshocks. So the next Seismic Toss is gonna kill us. So we go for the Psyshock. He goes for another Seismic Toss. Now, he has to switch out if he wants to preserve this thing. So Gothitel's gone. Gothitel's gone. This thing is toxic, so he has to switch out if he wants to preserve this thing at all. I think our safest play here, I'm going to go into the Rhyperior, because we are going to be able to get a Choice Banded Stone Edge off on whatever he brings in, assuming we connect. The Rotom comes in, we're going to be able to take it out. We can knock out this Chansey right here. I almost reached my water again, and I completely forgot I'm out of water. Which is bad news for us, because a thirsty coach makes for drastic decisions. Not really, though. He does outspeed us, unfortunately, so he could just go for a soft boiled, but there'd be no sense in that because a Stone Edge is going to kill this thing, assuming we connect. Nothing on his team, after this thing's gone, nothing on his team wants to take that Stone Edge. Let's see. The Mega Sableye is honestly the only thing I could see wanting to take a Stone Edge, because that thing has like a huge defense stat. But then all it would take would be like one Moonblast. Not even a Moonblast. We could use Ice Beam from Clefable and knock it out. Because you don't mess with a Choice Banded Rhyperior. You don't. He does withdraw Eggs Benedict. What does he go into? He goes out into Mew. Can we get the Stone Edge kill on this thing? We do connect the Stone Edge. We are going to be able to knock out the Mew. So Mew is gone. Probably into the Rotom Wash. If I had to guess. The Rotom Wash is his best bet to come in. His Nidoqueen can't touch this thing. Honestly, Volcarona might be able to one-shot us. We have no special defense investment. Rhyperior naturally has no special defense. Goes out into Luke's mom. Now here's the thing. He can go for a Pain Split predicting the Clefable switch, and we can go for a Stone Edge. Looking at his team, we still have the Feraligatr that can take on the Chansey. We can still work some magic around there. Because Clefable's at full. So he could go for the Pain Split to preserve this thing. I'm going to take a risk here. And I'm going to go for the Stone Edge. I'm going to take a huge risk here. Goes for the Hydro Pump, and he connects. That's a dead Rhyperior. That is absolutely a dead Rhyperior. Okay. Took a risk that we didn't necessarily need, because he knew if he connected that Hydro Pump that he would have outsped the Clefable anyways and been able to get the Pain Split off. So not a bad play on A-Drive's part, not a bad play at all. Definitely not the best play we could have done, but we do still have a physical attacker in Feraligatr that hasn't hit the field. Same thing with Chandelure. We do have a high-powered special attacker. I'm going to go for a Moonblast here. Because even if he switches into the Chansey, we can fire off 2 Moonblasts and knock that thing out from the range that it was at. So I'm not worried about that thing. Either way, we have the ability to either sack off the, I believe the Nidoqueen was at a killable range with the Moonblast. If not, we'd have to hope for some sort of crit on the Nidoqueen in order to knock that thing out. I believe it was at a killable range. I don't recall. It might have been killable range with the Life Orb damage that we had, but we got that knocked off, so... That Rhyperior sack off, though, might have lost us the game. That might have. So he's just going to Volt Switch out. So that does about 50. Okay. He does not want to stay in and take a Moonblast. So let's see what it wants to do. I apologize if you hear the police sirens in the background. Goes out into Chesticles. I don't think we're going to kill it. We do kill it. We do knock out the Nidoqueen, so 4-4 right now, almost 40 minutes in. He does have the Volcarona still. The wild card is gone. He got that safe switch in that he wanted. Oh, Moonblast is not going to kill from this range. Oh, it is not going to kill from this range. Alright, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? I kind of want to switch into Sableye and knock this Eviolite off as much as I can. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch into the Sableye. He's going to go for a soft boiled either way. A Moonblast will not kill from that range. It will not. Makes a safe play, goes for a soft boiled, gets his HP back up. That's super unfortunate for us. That was a great play on his part, though. Getting the safe switch into Chansey. Now, knowing he can't touch me, though, and that he does want to get, he does not want to get his Eviolite knocked off, he probably is going to switch out into Mega Sableye. Which means I'm going to double switch back out into Clefable. So let's see what he does here. He does withdraw Eggs Benedict. And he goes out into Mirror Mirror. Now, he does not want to take a Moonblast. He does not want to take a Moonblast. So, he's not going to risk the Willow predicting me to switch. He's not. He's going to make the safe play. I'm going to switch out into Feraligatr. I'm going to hard switch into Feraligatr, predicting the switch. He does not want to take a Moonblast. He does not want to make a Moonblast. If he does predict that switch, good for him. He does not want to predict that switch, so he does switch back out, and he is going to go into Eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict does not want to take these Life Orb Sheer Force Waterfalls. He does not. He still does have the Rotom Wash, though, which is super unfortunate for us. But we do have Killer Croc here on the field. Life Orb, Sheer Force, Adamant. This thing wants to hit. This thing wants to hit hard. So let's see how he wants to play this. His safest bet, honestly, is to switch into the Rotom Wash. Because we saw that thing. That thing is going to resist it, unfortunately for us. I believe he only resists it one time. So if we run a calc really quick. He does withdraw. And he goes out into Luke's mom. He's at half right now. So let's see how much this does. Not as much as I want it to. That's super, super unfortunate. If this thing outspeeds, he kills. He's not within killable range with the Aqua Jet. So if this thing outspeeds, he can kill. I'm gonna go... we already sacked off the Rhyperior, though. I'm gonna go for the Waterfall here. I think we'll outspeed. We do outspeed. Do we kill? Do we kill? Come through. Come through, Killer Croc. We do knock out the Rotom Wash. We do outspeed that thing. That thing is gone. We have Chansey, Volcarona, and Mega Sableye left. So he goes out into Eggs Benedict. Now my question is... So we have... We're best off just going for Waterfalls here. We're best off just lighting off these Sheer Force Life Orb Waterfalls. Because we can kill with another one. Counter Chansey! Oh my goodness. We do not live that. Whoa! Okay. Okay. I think that just won him the game. I think that just won him the game. What has... Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm not worried. Now we have Clefable left. $161. I'm going to go out into Chandelure. Chandelure is our best bet right now to hit this thing. Do I want to risk this thing? So let's see how much this does. Let's go Chansey. I'll use support. Bring it down to level 50. Let's go Chandelure. Gotta look at my time. We're modest. Flamethrower will not kill. Fire Blast won't kill either. Shit. I have to risk it. Go for a Fire Blast here. We do connect the Fire Blast. Do we kill this thing? The crit! The crit on Chansey! Okay. Okay. The crit came through on Chansey. He does have Mega Sableye with knockoff. So let's see here. We are not out of the woods yet. We are not out of the woods yet. Knockoff is going to do half to us. I'm gonna go for a flamethrower here. It brings him down to under half. Goes for the knockoff. That's gonna bring us down to about half. Oh, he does have attack. The crit on Chandelure. There that is. So now we have Kirby and we have Sableye. I'm going to go out into Kirby because he's not going to want to take his Moonblast. He could just sack it off and go for the Volcarona sweep. He is going to withdraw. We could have went for a T-Wave here on the Volcarona. He does resist the Moonblast, so let's see how much this does. No, not a lot. Do get the special attack drop, though, which is nice, because I feel comfortable going for a Thunder Wave here. Goes for a Quiver Dance. He's going to set up and try and sweep. I'm going to go for the T-Wave here, try and cripple this thing where it stands. And I'm going to go for Moonblast. I'm going to keep trying to cripple that special attack. That's my goal here. So he can keep setting up, because at this rate all he's doing is setting up that special defense. Do we get the special attack drop this time? We do not. He goes for a Fiery Dance straight up. So we see the Life Orb on it. I'm going to go for a Soft Boiled here. Because we see the Fiery Dance will not kill. Actually, it might. Goes for the Giga Drain. Not a bad play on my opponent's part. Not a bad play. Unfortunately, though, he is going to lose to that Life Orb recoil. Or lose the damage off the Life Orb recoil. So I'm going to go for another Soft Boiled here. He can keep Giga Draining to get his health back up, but the Paralyze Hex is a real thing. Goes for the Fiery Dance again. He does get the special attack increase, which is super bad for us. We see the Life Orb recoil. I'm going to keep Soft Boiling until we get a turn where that Thunder Wave does cripple him and his speed. So we do get the full para here. So I'm just going to go for a Moonblast here. If we get a critical hit at all, that's gonna be a game changer. We do get the special attack drop, so we are going to be able to live a Fiery Dance. Goes for the Giga Drain. Safe play on his part. We are, however, running out of Moonblast and Soft Boileds. But I am going to take his turn and Soft Boiled up. Just goes for the Giga Drain again. It's a safe play. It is bringing him back up slowly but surely, but that Life Orb damage is always going to cripple him. I'm waiting for a turn where we get that Paralyzation cripple again. Goes for the Fiery Dance. And I don't want to stall. I'm like, I hate that, but I need that Thunder Wave to come through, so we've gotten the opportunity to get that Moonblast off. So there it is. There's our opportunity right here. We can get that Moonblast off right now. Do we get the special attack drop? We do get the special attack drop off. He is just going to go for a Giga Drain again. I don't believe we can live a Fiery Dance from this range. But I am going to go for another Moonblast, hoping for the special attack drop. He's got a lot of things working against him right now, but if we do get the special attack drop, that will be crucial. We do not get the special attack drop. He goes for a Giga Drain again. Not a bad play on my opponent's part by any means. How much HP is Sableye at? Sableye's at half. That's still gonna... Max special defense. That's still gonna hurt. I'm gonna go for a soft-boiled here. Because I feel like at this range, the Fiery Dance might kill me. The Paralyze Hex comes through. Do we get the special attack drop? We do not get the special attack drop. That Fiery Dance may kill us. Fiery Dance brings us down to 21. There is no sense, in my opinion, in dragging this out any longer. I'm going to go for a Moonblast. If we can get a T-Wave, we can get the special attack drop on him to help out for the Sableye. But that Mega Sableye either way is a real thing. Goes for the Fiery Dance to sack me off. If we wouldn't, that counter Chansey was nuts. I can't. Oh, good for him. Good for him on that. The Rhyperior sack off, though, I feel in the end did end up costing us the game. Just gonna go for a knockoff here. He's gonna switch back out. Oh, he actually stays in. So this knockoff might kill the Volcarona. The knockoff kills the Volcarona, so now it's gonna come down to our first match where it was Mega Sableye versus regular Sableye. And unfortunately all we have is knockoff, so I am just going to let him take me out. We have no way of coming up against this thing. Actually, you know what? Let's see how much knockoffs do. We do outspeed him. Yep, he's just going to recover up, just in case. Safe play on my opponent's part. That's all I really have to hit this thing is the knockoff. There goes his knockoff. That should kill. That does kill with the finishing blow crit. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was an incredibly, incredibly close match against A-Drive and the St. Louis Rampardos. I definitely, my hats are off to you, sir. The plays you made were absolutely incredible. I feel I brought definitely a much better suited team to face you this time, but you know what? Definitely the better man won today, so my hat's off to you. Go check him out, guys. The link to his YouTube channel is going to be down below, as well as the link to all the GBA coaches, the GBA Twitter, all that good stuff, so go check them out. Anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed it, please make sure you hit that like button. Drop a sub if you enjoyed the content, and I will talk to you guys next time. My name is CBAD. Later, guys.